The interview I was having with the South African Post Office, or regarding the South African Post Office, I was hearing from the Communication Workers Union. It was their Secretary General, Aubrey Tshabalala, joining us. Unfortunately, the signal had frozen, but Aubrey, I know it's probably blackouts resulted in that. Let's try again. You were about to finish your point on how we got here. Finish that point of why we're at a Section 189, no longer reduced salaries, no longer reduced hours. So finish that thought on why we're at a Section 189 and what are you hoping to do about this as a union? Let's pick up again.
Well, Gerald, why are we here is the completely demonstration of a management that does not have a plan. You can't move from 1 week with a certain plan that you are proposing. The following week, you have a different opposing plan to that. But having said all of that, is that central to these challenges is the policies that the government has implemented. Amongst those on the regulations of prices for post office, which means that you should have a proportional subsidy for the service that post office is offering. And secondly, the taking away of the post bank, which left post office owing post bank over 2 billion rands. This is one of the demonstrations that shows that the state intervention has disrupted to a certain point the services of post office. Therefore, when you look at the new turnaround strategy, you ought to make sure that there's a financial injection so that the post office can be competent in the space of the post and courier services. That include the IT side, that include the cyber security and all of those things, so that it becomes effective. But what is worse about this retrenchment, when you kill the network, Gerald, it means that the poor gogo in the rural area will not be able to access the service, particularly social service grants. Already there's massive complaint in Mitchell's Plain. Already there's massive complaint in the Eastern Cape due to some of the post office offices that have been closed. Now you imagine if you retrench those who are actually at the ground as giving those services, it will mean that the poor again get suffer, which is a contrary to the SONA statement made by the president.
It is, and communication is one of the essential facets of anyone's freedom in our country. And now, once again, as a result of this, some of those who are not fortunate enough, Aubrey, to have internet, to have email, who rely on the postal service in these outlying areas that you mentioned in some of the provinces, are going to struggle desperately. But thank you for setting the scene for me. This is not the end of our discussion. Of course, we're going to focus on the Section 189 notices being handed out to some 6,000 SA Post Office employees, but that was just setting the scene for us this evening. That was Aubrey Tshabalala, Communication Workers Union General Secretary. That's where I'm going to say goodbye for today.